to Chess Talk episode 251. Hello, everyone. Back
Hello.
after... Not you,
Spoilers.
Rob. Shut up. Shut up.
Spoilers.
We're back after the Above and Below game where I continued my streak in that one...
It's 1 point away.
I know.
Every time.
I know. But hey, that's what matters. That's the one game where I'm consistently good. Mm-hmm. So it's my favorite. We're here to talk about a movie.
Things.
TV trailer. Yeah, not a TV show. I almost said a TV show. I was like, kind of, but not really.
No.
We're going to talk about a movie that's super not topical.
It's really topical.
Well, kind of is.
How is it? I need to know.
Yeah, we'll get to that. As you can hear, Rob is back. Hello. Thanks for coming back, buddy.
Oh, you know. I love to be here.
Yeah, we're playing chess, and you've been absent. We haven't announced it just because we were waiting to get your approval. So if you want to have the honors.
Yes. Where have you been?
Where have I been?
Yes.
Not anywhere exciting. We did have a baby.
Weird.
So we've basically been in the house the entire time.
Yeah.
So that's been fun.
How's parenthood?
It's super. Also, not sleeping is super cool too. I don't know if y'all like sleeping, but if you don't like it, have a baby.
I love sleeping.
It's great.
I'm good.
I already
All
feel like the dog is enough. Like where I think about how I used to be able to sleep in on the weekends until we got the dog. So I can't imagine adding another factor on top of that.
Where you have to wake up every 2 hours throughout the night.
Yeah.
And then the baby wants to be up by like 6 every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the baby like once there's a certain point where it's like I'm done sleeping and it wants to like be awake and alert?
Aren't you the same way? Like a human?
I don't know when it's a human yet.
When you're done sleeping, you want to be awake and
But
alert.
if a baby's sleeping every like 2-3 hours, like what is its day? That's what I don't get. What is its day start?
It doesn't. They don't. So that's the fun part about it. Is like they don't actually have the concept of like day and night. They're just like awake or not awake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Until I think like 2 months or 3 months in, then they start like developing that circadian rhythm that we all know and love. Until then,
You're in hell.
that's why I said if you don't like sleep.
So if you could have a baby and just leave it in like a tube for 3 months, it would be a lot easier. How's aside from the sleep, or is that like the main thing? Is the lack of sleep been the biggest challenge with new baby? Also, congrats.
Congrats.
Thanks. The lack of sleep is, I think, the most challenging part because that like plays so heavily into like doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Being sleep deprived makes feeding harder, makes existing harder. Like, I think the first couple days were pretty rough just because everything was new. But it wasn't as bad because he was sleeping longer. But as like the weeks went by, we're on week 3 now, he's become more awake and he sleeps a lot less. He still gets his normal like 16 to 18 hours of sleep in, but because it's so split across the day, it's just everything else you try to do becomes a huge challenge. Like I was able to like clean today for the first time because Madeline took him out on a walk with some friends. Yeah. And like that's a luxury. That's like a luxury to clean a little bit.
Because everything just like falls by the wayside.
Yeah, and it's like I thought it was kind of a joke when I was reading about it, but there's people are saying that like you need to plan your day differently. Like you plan it in chunks. Like this chunk I'm gonna do this, and this chunk I'm gonna do this, and like you learn to like do stuff faster or do stuff more effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything you're doing
me,
is on like a ticking clock.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because once he's up, at least one person cannot do stuff. Like you have to like change the diaper, feed them, swaddle them, walk around with them, like all that kind of stuff. I don't know, just one of those things you kind of just you gotta start planning for and dealing with mentally. Like, yeah, you're not gonna get shit done. Deal with it.
Just some.
So yeah, baby life, 2020, and then moving in 2 months is gonna be real fun.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I was like, and you decided to add moving on top of having a literal newborn child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So apparently it's moving to Arizona is not going to be too bad as far as driving with a baby goes, but it is going to be challenging just going to split up what could take really like 2-ish days to probably be more like 4 days just because stopping and feeding is going to kill like any type of productivity driving from here to Arizona.
So you're driving with the baby?
Yeah. It makes more sense than because we thought about having Madeline fly, but that becomes a lot more convoluted because then I'm driving the dog, the trailer and the car
And the
by
cat.
myself My parents taking the cat when they come visit.
Okay.
And just holding on to her until we get our own place.
Okay.
But yeah, if we had a place, she would be coming with us as well. Flying would be an option, I think, if we were both going. But as of right now, that's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a self-funded move, so trying to save as much as you can.
We know about that.
Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you wanted to bring that up at all, Britt.
I don't want to get like super specific on the recording, but we are officially moving. I have a new job
Mm-hmm.
in I don't know, Slice. What's the cool way to say SLC?
There's no cool way.
All right, we're moving to
Salt Lake City.
49% Mormon country.
Yes. No,
Okay.
not sure which suburb yet, but who knows? We're moving into the Salt Lake City metro area. That's what I've been telling
Yes.
family and stuff.
Yes.
So,
We're trying to find a place still. and
hooray.
The clock is ticking.
Yes, because our current lease is up on the 8th of July. So, like, hey, we need a place like now.
Yeah.
But so many houses are like available June 5th. I'm
It's like, well, you're going to be gone
yes.
way too fast.
And so we're going to be looking for a place like 2 weeks out. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. That's cool, though.
Yeah, that is exciting. So, congrats on both fronts.
Thanks.
If money wasn't an obstacle, would you want to stay in Seattle?
That's such a hard question.
I know.
Because it's part of it is a financial thing,
Yeah.
but the other part of it too is just having family. So
Yeah.
I think if money wasn't an option, probably, because then that would indicate I could have family fly out more often
Yeah.
and come visit.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Makes
yeah,
sense.
I would definitely stay. I guess based on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just didn't know if it was like the financial situation was motivating moving more than not having family nearby.
Yeah, definitely. The idea of not being able to buy like your own place is very challenging.
Yeah.
Especially if we had a place that we liked in Vegas.
Yeah.
And you
So
gave it up
Yeah.
like a bunch
Yeah,
of
gave it up.
dummies.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, you did great
Kinda,
choices for your
but-
career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
I was able to start my career.
A career.
Yeah.
We don't have those
Job.
anymore. Well, that's very thrilling.
We're glad you're back.
Yes. I'm glad you're back,
Thanks.
but that is why you've been gone for so long, and that trend, I'm sure, will continue.
Yes.
We'll just get quarterly updates from Rob.
Well, that's what I say when Brittany asked the money question. I was like, I feel like every time I come on, there's something like has happened or is going to happen fairly soon from
Yeah.
the last gap of me being on.
Yeah.
You got busy.
You're like a real ass adult. Of
Yeah.
course, big things happen in a couple
Yeah.
months span.
Yeah.
That's the life.
I am a real ass adult.
But yeah, anything not super life changing that's been going on for you? I remember last time you were getting more into VR and things like that. Anything going on that front or Babby?
No.
It's like, where is there time for that?
I don't know, when he's
Yeah.
being a terrible husband and father and he's like, I'm going upstairs.
I'm sure that happens
No.
very often.
Nothing
Where's
exciting.
Madeline?
Actually,
Did you set her mic up? Let's get her opinion on that.
Yeah.
She was almost going to be on, but then she's like, I'm tired. I want to take a nap.
Yeah,
And so,
I get it.
I 100% did
which
not
sucks because
imagine her.
I had
doing that.
everything set up downstairs, and then she's like that. I'm like, well, I don't have time to go back upstairs and everything.
It's gonna be fun. Britt, have you been? Because we haven't recorded in like 2-ish weeks.
I've been fine. Stressed. That's it.
Yeah, about now because you were stressed about if you were gonna get this job constantly, like
Yeah.
for the past month and a half, and now it's like, okay, great, I got it. Cool, now we gotta move.
Yeah.
In a month.
Yeah. And I have to be good at this job.
Yeah, I'd prefer that.
I would too. Because I would like the money, please.
Yes, you would like the pay increase and benefits and
Yes,
not-
I just want the benefits.
and to
The pay
not-
increase is nice, but like the thought of like if I work there for like 15, 20 years and then I have a retirement plan, I'm good. It's so nice. And I can have health insurance for life. Thank you, government.
Well, that's
Oh.
good. Glad you're stressed.
Yeah, moving's expensive. How have you been, Cody?
Well, I was gonna say you finished Luigi's Mansion
I did finish Luigi's Mansion. I forgot about that. That
Yeah.
was a while ago.
because I think that happened like shortly after we recorded 250.
Probably.
So
Yeah.
any big thoughts on the game? Like now you've seen the complete picture.
It's fun. I don't know. It's a kid's game. It's a fun kids puzzle game. I like it. I think it's funny. The puzzles can be really stupid and easy, or they can be like annoyingly challenging, but when you get them done, you're like, that was easy. And it's frustrating. I don't know. If you played One Luigi's Mansion, they're all very similar.
Played them
but
all.
There's some cool like mechanics of this one that feel like it's a little bit different, so I appreciate that.
Specifically Luigi and
Yes.
the Luigi stuff.
Luigi's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the final boss, but the second to last boss was pretty a creative fight, I guess, because you had to like maneuver Luigi and Luigi kind of at the same time and not die. So
Because there were lasers moving around that you would need to disable using both of their skills.
Yeah.
But if you stayed too long as Luigi, you would then be hit as Luigi and
if you
eventually
stayed too
die.
long as Luigi would get like drowned. So yeah, but it was fun. I don't know, nothing crazy, just fun game.
So, what's that rating out of 10 paintings? Out of 10 booze?
7 out of 10.
Bit lower than I expected, but
It's not an amazing game. It's not like a super challenging game, but it's fun.
is it mostly your nostalgia that really
Yeah.
wanted you to get it
Yeah,
and beat it?
yeah,
Yeah, because now you're on to Skyrim again.
yeah. I've never played Skyrim.
Never ever.
Nope.
But you're almost level 20.
You should.
Yeah,
So you're doing it. You're to Skyrim.
I am Skyrim.
Yes. And then more us stuff. We did play Arkham Horror again, just the two of us. And
yeah.
my God, that took 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Just
It's
to
a
play one
long-ass game.
scenario.
It's a long fucking game.
It's a very long game. It's fun, but it's just the entire time you're like, oh, we lost. We're losing. We're gonna lose. Oh wait, we won. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Cthulhu didn't rise. Thanks.
We almost did.
Yeah, his like second in command or whatever rose in the city, and then like on my next turn, I sprinted over and canceled the summoning ritual.
Yeah, but he was still there.
Not Cthulhu himself.
Yeah, but whatever. Anyway, we won a board game. Woo.
It was hard because we talked about when we played with Tyler, like we got.
And when we played with Tyler, we got fucked.
Yeah,
hard.
exactly. It's like, hey, you can win. It's not impossible. It's just
You have to play for 4 fucking hours.
just as stressful as an actual Cthulhu invasion.
Do you remember board games, Rob?
Board games? I don't know what that is. We tried to play some games like late in the pregnancy, and it just did not happen. She was too tired all the time.
Yeah. She would just
But-
like have to give up eventually.
Yeah, well, just all the games we play are like 3 or 4 hours long, and so she was just like, I'm good.
Because isn't Terraforming Mars like pretty lengthy?
I think the longest we played one game was like 5 hours.
Fuck that.
Because that's
It's
one
a fun game, but like,
Yeah, we've talked about getting before, and it's just we never pull the trigger. I never pull the trigger. What else have I done? I'm playing Bloodborne again. I am hoping to finish that this year. Hopefully, I will do Dark Souls as well this year, so I can be done on.
Some lofty goals.
I think I'm like more than halfway through Bloodborne, so like I'm not that far off. It's just how much time do I want to dedicate to actually playing it? I think that's it. I think that's all we've been up to.
Yeah, nothing exciting here.
No, just stressing.
that's okay.
Yeah, just constant stress. But it's fine.
The usual.
No offense, but at least I don't have a kid. So, I'm not as stressed as Rob, I'm sure.
This is here, you little shit. Yeah.
I'm
It's all
trying to
different.
be sympathetic, but also have
Not.
perspective about my own situation
Yeah.
and how it's.
Yeah, it's
Better.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean better. Just
That's just
not
how it
as
came out.
not as
Shitty.
shitty. Yeah, no, I got you.
not as life or death.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like we own a dog, but it's like you throw food at her, you walk her twice a day,
And
like
she's fine.
she'll figure it out.
Babies are just like
Constant.
potatoes that have a self-destruct button.
There are days where I feel like that still.
Is your soft spot still there?
I mean, I'm too afraid to check, so I just
Okay.
assume it is most
Alright.
days.
Anyway, can we talk about real things now?
What's more real than babies?
I don't know.
Yeah, so we can get into the topics. Not too many, because I figured Rob would not shut up about his baby, so we're gonna talk about There's a new show.
know me.
I know. You just can't stop talking about yourself.
You sound like a new father that's overjoyed with love and
How
the meaning and blessings of life.
was it like a sprint for you? Like as soon as Babby was born, like how quickly did you try and make a dad joke? Was it just like, did you start like a stopwatch?
No, I was making them like when did I say it? I made one like I think a week beforehand when we started like a group chat for people.
Too early.
We had it's kind of funny, I thought. So it was basically like my dad and like Madeline's parents and sisters and my brother, and they wanted to add the brother-in-law, and I said, all right, it's gonna be a fee, and then my dad was like, wait, there's a fee, I can't afford that, and I was like, it's okay, your grandfather did. And I was like, that was such a good joke. No one's going to respect that, though.
That is funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get it.
Yeah.
A month later, you got your...
You got your laughs.
Yes.
Hey, did you guys see that trailer that Steve Carell put out for Netflix Space Force?
Yeah, that came out like a month or two ago, right?
Yeah, that one.
Did the trailer really come out a month
I
ago?
think it came out in like March.
No.
No.
It was like last
The
week. I saw people tweeting
The baby
about
wasn't
it.
born yet.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, sorry.
You have BB and AB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PB.
The
Pre-baby
trailer
and after
was...
baby.
Well, it'd be PB and PB.
Oh, wait, no.
Pre and
This
post.
This is the... So, okay, I'm sorry. I did not watch the trailer. I watched the teaser.
Yeah.
The trailer's, 3 minutes long?
Yes.
And it came out May 19th.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
5 days ago.
Yes.
It came out forever ago.
It came out in March.
5 days ago is an eternity in quarantine.
We're not in quarantine anymore.
I wish we were.
I know.
I wish we were.
I know.
But yeah, we saw it. I think we all watched the same thing. Who knows anymore with how they word shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out in, when you're listening to this, 2 days from now. So we will definitely be talking about it as it's...
Oh, just 2 days?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. That's awesome.
Greg Daniels, Brittany, I assume you're a fan of his writing and work.
I mean, he worked on The Office and he worked on Parks and Rec. I want to say he was involved in like all of those shows, or maybe I'm confusing him with Michael Schur.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like...
Michael Schur did all those shows.
Yes.
But okay, so he did work on The Office and Parks and Rec,
Yeah.
but not...
Probably not as much as... Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you know that he is the brother-in-law of Paul Lieberstein, who plays Toby?
Oh, that's how we got in.
And Angela Kinsey used to be married to Paul Lieberstein's brother.
Greg
did know
Daniels
that.
or a different brother?
Brother, not brother-in-law.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. What's his name? Warren Lieberstein. They got divorced. That's it.
Man.
Sad.
That's a fun fact. Emphasis on fun.
So fun.
Divorce.
Anyway, Space Force.
It seems fun.
I don't
think.
like trailers.
Yes. Especially when it's, I'm assuming these are going to be hour-long episodes and it's 10 episodes. It's like, can you really sell the
Yeah.
entire show in a 2-minute clip?
I feel like this is
We
one of
can
the
try.
shows that didn't need a trailer because the prospect of it was already so exciting. But maybe I'm wrong.
You're off base. I can't imagine a show would come out now without really a trailer. I
Yeah.
just think it's part of the marketing. Like,
Yeah.
kind of obligated.
I do like this idea of John Malkovich playing like a calm scientist type that is like almost the straight man to everyone else's nonsense. Because that's not the John Malkovich that I have come to know
That
and
you
love.
grew up with.
Yeah, it's not. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Steve Carell looks like he's playing Steve Carell.
He's
As
got
usual.
a type now,
Yeah,
which is fine.
yeah.
I am most excited for Ben Schwartz.
Yeah, I was going to say Ben Schwartz
just
also.
because he's also just kind of playing himself, it looks like.
Yeah.
Social media director.
No
No,
uggos.
no uggos for heroes. That's not allowed. Not in America. Yeah, so it seems like, at least from the trailer, they're trying to go back to the moon and just to go.
I mean, what else do you need a
funsies.
Space Force for?
Yeah, I guess. Like, same with real life. Like, why?
Hey.
No politics, man.
Yeah.
Get out of here with
That's, I wasn't insulting anyone. Just said why.
that. Sounds like it.
I just said why. I'm
Anyway.
questioning.
I don't have a lot of deep thoughts on it. I am going to watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
I didn't like the trailer, but it's not going to dissuade me from watching it.
Yeah,
Because the concept, I think, is fun.
yeah. I just still am unsure of what the tone is, which I think is a failure on the trailer's part.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to take itself really seriously? Is it going to be slapstick? Like, I don't know. And I think the trailer could have done better showing us that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you felt that way, Rob.
I didn't watch the trailer, so I'm dumb. I watched the teaser.
What? Okay,
But-
well, based on that, how did you feel?
It seems like they took the character of Steve Carell in The Office
Michael Scott.
and yes, Michael Scott, inverted him and made everybody else Michael Scott. We'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll have to watch the trailer, but
Yeah.
that's kind of my gut, is that it's just going to be Steve Carell's, I don't know his character's name. It's General Mark R. Naird trying to corral these various cats to complete his mission, all while trying to save face. I could be totally wrong. Who knows?
Any predictions of good or bad?
I think it'll be. I can't imagine it's gonna be my show of the year.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be enjoyable for the most part. Like there's gonna be one or two standout episodes, but for the most part, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's really just it's up to the story. I think at this point,
Yeah.
and like what the point of it is, and if that's the story, like what are we doing here? Maybe that's funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of up in the air, in my opinion.
Yep. Because they've got all like the pieces of a good comedy show.
Yeah.
The writing and the acting.
The names attached to it.
Yeah. I think they all got really excited about this concept, and I hope that they had a story behind it as well.
And they didn't just like
We have to make a show about how stupid this thing is.
they didn't regurgitate 10 episodes of just kind of like filler.
Yeah. Oh, you guys got really quiet.
We're chess.
Your
Yeah.
chess.
We are chess.
We're chess. He is
And
chess.
you can be too.
Okay, can you stop doing that?
Now is when we're in the meat of it.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I win
I'm
the
not gonna-
chess.
He is the chess man.
You're not
of
gonna
this episode.
play these games with me.
I'm not gonna waste my time trying to like dance around a loss.
Space Force. We're gonna be talking about it starting next week once it's out.
Yeah.
We'll see how far we go with that, and then I guess the last topic for the episode, which will be a reoccurring theme for the next 10 episodes. We're gonna
What's this theme, Cody?
We're gonna bring a theme back. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's probably a little ambiguous, but it's just maybe more classic, critically acclaimed, or just fan acclaimed movies that
Cult classics.
yeah, that definitely one of us hasn't seen, but ideally something that both Brittany and I haven't seen. And if we have guests on, if they've seen it or not, that's kind of, up in the air. It doesn't really matter to me. But I really wanted stuff that Brittany or I have not seen.
I haven't seen a lot of movies, so
We have not, because I realistically just went through the top 250 IMDb, top 100 Rotten Tomatoes, and just picked. And I was like, oh yeah, these are going to be hopefully all good movies that we enjoy by
Yeah.
the end of it. But we started off with Christopher Nolan's Memento. This is a movie I've just seen once, about 5, maybe 6 years ago. So I was kind of fuzzy on like how everything played out, but I remembered like the big twists and stuff. So I still really enjoyed watching it the second time. And Brittany,
I had never seen it.
never seen it. And Rob, I know you watched a different movie on accident because we weren't clear.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you were able to like watch snippets of Memento.
We watched, I want to say like 80% of it,
Okay.
and then I got distracted.
Have you ever seen it before?
I saw it. Yes, and I have words
Okay.
Okay.
on that topic,
Oh.
but we'll get into that later.
Oh.
So, I mean, spoilers for this 20-year-old movie. I don't know, but we're going to talk about it. I think it definitely holds up on a second viewing. I get why it is so highly rated and beloved, because I should fact check this, but I believe it's like one of Christopher Nolan's first big movies, right? I will fact check.
Yes, it's one of his early films.
Right. But, Britt, what did you think about it?
This is not to detract from the movie. I did enjoy it. I think it's a good movie, but it strikes me as one of those like Fight Club type movies where it's loved by this certain type of like dude bro.
Yeah.
So, but so some of the lines I was just like, I picture this being like some guy's like 2008 MySpace like bio.
Definitely.
I don't know, just some cool dude. I don't know, but I did like the movie. I think the way it was told narratively was interesting, where like half the scenes were told in chronological order and half were told in reverse chronological order.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was interesting. It was interesting to watch, specifically, like, most noticeably, Carrie Ann Moss's character. Natalie, at the beginning of the movie, technically the end of the story, is very, like, you think she's just, like, some damaged person that has feelings for him, and then it slowly reveals that nah, she's just fucking with him because she knows about his condition and she knows he killed her boyfriend. Spoilers.
What?
I know.
What?
20-year-old movie. So I liked it. It had some lines where I was just like, this is fucking Fight Club.
Yeah, I mean, Christopher Nolan did write it, so I mean...
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was based on a short story by his brother.
Yeah.
So, but Rob, what is your hot take, if there is one?
It's not as much fun watching a second time when you know kind of the overarching end.
Yeah,
like
I can
what happens
see
throughout
that.
it. I was able to sit through Equilibrium, like it's because that's the other film we talked about watching. I was able to sit through and watch that because it's got like a definitive beginning, middle, end, and there's like a progression. And it's more actiony, so it's more easy to rewatch, even though it is still like kind of a popcorn flick. Whereas this is the first time you watch it, you're like, what the fuck is going on? And the second time you watch it, like, all right, well, these people are all just kind of really shitty people, and
They're all using him.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
but like,
that's-
I mean, case in point, I think Bud,
Bert.
the motel guy,
Oh,
Bert,
yeah.
like charging him for multiple rooms, or Natalie, or Teddy / John G.
Yeah.
Like, they're all just really fucking terrible people.
But I think that's what watching it a second time like makes it more interesting, because it's like right away you're like, oh, like they're all just
No.
using him even though he's not aware of it.
I think the appeal of the movie is not knowing what the fuck is going on
Yes.
and it slowly being like unfurled.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would enjoy it on a second rewatch because all of the magic would be gone, I guess.
I'm not advocating like, oh, watch this yearly. I'm just saying,
I
like,
know,
it's
but-
been 5 or 6 years. I watched it again. Like, yeah, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's something that I would want to watch for another 10, 15 years at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm just
You said
saying,
it was more interesting, so
How dare you?
yeah, my opinion's wrong.
I don't agree it's more interesting. I was disagreeing.
You're allowed to disagree.
Apparently not. I'm getting a death glare.
How
I wish
dare.
that could be caught on
How
fucking podcasts.
dare.
If we did a video podcast, we could.
Yeah, that's a thing. Then I'd have to wear pants. No thanks.
Yeah.
Where's your camera located at? You'd wear pants.
Hey, don't worry about the OnlyFans exclusive stream, kids.
Yeah, but it's a good movie. I don't when I say that I don't want to be I want to be very clear that like it's just not fun to watch second time, but the first time through is very much that like Brittany's talking about that magic of like
The fuck?
So I was gonna ask, since this was your first viewing, did you have any like spoilers known, or did you have any sort of like guesses as the movie was progressing?
I mean, I had my like thoughts of like he's convinced us from the beginning that this Teddy guy is the guy that did it, but I'm like, he's probably not because his memory is not to be trusted and his notes really shouldn't be trusted. Clearly, it was before we saw Natalie like start yelling at him about things. Like I watched her like take all the pens out of the desk, and I was like, okay, she's fucking around with something, and I didn't trust her anymore.
Yeah,
So, and then I was like, oh, okay.
yeah,
2 minutes later, turns out I'm right.
yeah,
Fuck this bitch.
yeah. One thing that I still question at the end is Teddy, John G, telling him the truth about his wife and what happened. It's like, can you even believe that, or is he just saying that to like continue to manipulate Leonard? That's something I still like question after
Yeah.
the second watch. I mean, did you just take it at face value?
Yeah.
Like, more willing to believe Teddy?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he is a cop, and cops never do anything
Cops
wrong.
don't do anything wrong. Like, help
Ever.
this, like, mentally ill person kill people.
Continuously
Yeah.
across multiple towns, apparently. Like, that's normal.
He justifies it because they're already criminals.
yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Teddy's a vigilante cop.
This was the real inspiration for Batman, because Batman Begins was the next
Yeah.
movie that he wrote. So
Yes. This was the inspiration
really?
for Batman, which comics came out years before.
No, for Christopher Nolan, I'm saying
Okay.
like he was like, hey, I kind of made like a vigilante. Like let's dip
Let's
my
get
toes.
Batman.
Let's go straight to Batman because that's the logical step.
Yeah.
Because it has an 8.4 on IMDb with about 1 million reviews of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's that high, or do you think you would drop it down a couple?
I mean, I wouldn't take my opinion into account there, just because I rate movies based on like all of like the quality of the movie, et cetera, but also like replay value. I include that, and if it's a movie I would want to watch again because I enjoy watching movies, even if I've already seen them sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a negative, I think, but.
Okay.
I think it's still, like, as a movie itself, the quality, yes, that rating sounds fine. But for me personally, my ratings tend to include if I would watch it again.
I'm just trying to think if you've ever rated a movie high that you wouldn't want to watch again, if that's really a thing. No. You always think about it?
Yeah, because when we went through, like, our movie rating a while ago, if something was, like, a 5, to me that was, like, not bad, but I wouldn't watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where things sit.
So, like, Memento is, like, starting at a 5 for you. Or, like, is that its end rating for you?
Starting at a 5.
Okay.
I think it's better than a 5, but
Yeah.
it would have, like, weird caveats about how I probably wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah. There's obviously... I hope that the rating scale isn't, like, cement.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's a factor into how much I liked a movie is what I want to watch it again.
Makes sense. So,
I'm just weird.
Rob, is this probably the last time you'll ever watch Memento again?
I don't want to say no because I mean, I don't know if that's entirely accurate, but probably just because it's a slow. I mean, given my life now and where I'm at, like with a limited amount of time,
You gotta
it is
go
a slower
fast.
film. It's a slow film.
Yeah.
Like it's a very slow burn.
Yeah.
And you have to pay a ton of attention to all like
Yeah.
I think a lot of the small details, and that's more challenging. I definitely would watch more films like this if I haven't seen them before because I do enjoy them. Like, what was it? Parasite was a kind of a slow burn film. Films like that, they're good to watch. But this one's one just it's not enjoyable the second time through because it kind of spoils the fun.
The fun is not knowing.
Exactly. Yeah. I actually, it's kind of funny. So, tangent related to this concept. I've been playing some older games, like replaying games I played for, like Halo, because the Master Chief Collection's now on PC. I tried replaying Zelda games like that. And the thing I've noticed as well is, I think also as a function of kind of where I'm at in my life, replaying those games, they're not as much fun. I don't think it's specifically because I'm older, but I think just because of the way with games, how they've evolved. And
Like
so I'm finding that
Sorry.
the pace of them more so. Similarly to how Memento is a very slow film, games have kind of, I think, amped up their intensity. Like Halo's a great example. If you play Halo 1, you go to Halo 5, the amount of like quick, twitchy kind of stuff has ruined older games because they're a little slower paced because of the limitations at the time of the game. And I find that's challenging. I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but I see a parallel with movies as well.
Because I was trying to think back to like what's the last older game that I was like, oh, I want to go back and replay that, and I honestly can't remember.
I think the last one that you played, I don't think you replayed it. I think it was your first time playing it was Majora's Mask.
Yeah, exactly. That was my first time, so it was
Yeah,
like, it was still
so-
exciting for me. But yeah, I can't remember like an old game from my childhood.
Yeah.
So
Like I replay Sly like
Yes.
every 3 years. So
yeah, you start it, and then
I still find it fun. I think
Right.
the movement is very fluid and it's kind of not open world, but like the maps are very large and you don't have to like load every 5 seconds.
right. And to be fair to Rob's like idea that he's kind of like putting out there is like you don't play 20, 30 new games every year. So it's
Yeah.
like when you go back and play Sly, it's like maybe that's the first game you've touched in 6
The whole
months.
year.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I
but-
play games all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, like Skyrim. This 9-year-old game.
I'm really current.
I know. But I would definitely agree in that, like you think about the boom of open world RPG light games like the Assassin's Creed or Horizon Zero Dawn or Spider-Man, where it's like you open the map and it's like there's 100 different things to do, and like you're constantly doing something. Whereas like the older Zelda games, it's like, no, just fucking go walk for 30 minutes and maybe you'll end up where you want to be. So I definitely think it's because of how many games, and same with movies, it's like there are so many choices out there. They want to give you the most entertainment you can get in however much time you're dedicating to this game, this media, I guess.
Yeah.
So I would definitely agree that that is a trend that's happening and is going to continue to happen. Is we need bright colors a lot.
I don't have anything else profound to say about Memento.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I wish I could go back and watch it for the first time because
Just get that brain injury.
fuck.
I could watch it every day. It'll be
You could start it over and over again.
One random thought I had, well, this is, there was some line someone said in this movie, and I don't know why it popped into my head. I was like, this is like 50 First Dates issue, but like to the extreme.
Yeah.
Where it's like she had to start every day over, and he's like, every 5 minutes I'm starting over. It's like, god damn.
Yeah.
There needs to be a movie where it's like someone restarts every 12 hours.
Yeah.
So there's like all these different levels of memory loss movies.
yeah.
I don't know. I thought about that.
One terrifying thing is anterograde amnesia has no known like solution, and they don't, and because they don't know how like 100% memories are formed in the human brain.
Yeah.
So this could happen, and this is terrifying.
Yep. Yep.
So that's a fun topic. I think that'll do it, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for the episode 251. We did it. We survived baby talk. Rob, maybe we'll see you in another 3 months after we've moved.
You're
after
allowed
you
to come
move.
on sooner, but
Yeah.
we understand.
It's up to you.
Your child.
Well, I definitely want to keep coming back on. I am probably going to not pack my mic stuff because I think there's going to be a lot of downtime during the paternity leave towards the end when I'm in Arizona. So I probably can get in. Actually, I had a funny thought is that if we watched a movie, getting my father-in-law or somebody else on the podcast, just talk about a movie and what
Yeah.
they thought.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I don't know if it'll happen, but just kind of
Yeah, because that is
If
a
they're-
very different perspective than
Yeah.
what we're used to. So
We have to pick the most non-political movie if it's your father-in-law.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
get him on like a little segment, a little nice little bubble where he's on.
He loves weird action movies and horror films, so we can always get him on for that stuff. So Killer Clowns in Outer Space, Teeth, Rubber, all
God.
those kind of really ridiculous movies
Yeah,
he's a
the
fan
dumb
of.
ones. Okay, good
Yeah.
to know.
yeah.
Y'all have
So,
fun with those ones.
Yeah. But yeah,
Not my
thanks.
thing.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week talking about the first couple episodes of Space Force.
Yes.
We got another movie in the similar vein that we're going to be talking about. I'm sure we're going to talk about, or in the same theme. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Not like another Memento-like movie,
Yes.
just another.
No, we're watching Memento again.
Again, we're going to keep watching it every week until we hate everything.
But we're gonna act like we didn't watch it already because we forgot.
So yeah, thanks for listening. Hooray on 250 episodes.
Woo!
Yeah.
250 more.
It's a milestone.
And yeah, we'll be back. Check us out on Spotify, iTunes. Give us a rating. We're on Stitcher. We're on everything. And we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.